troubled teen.
Yeah.
They'll pull on your heartstrings.
They do
and say,
all the time.
All
the time.
Just try to make you, feel sorry.
Feel some type of emotion, like empathy for them.
Exactly.
But you feel anger for the black person, like that's what they get.
Right.
But
exactly.
so when we talk about the Hells Angels versus the gangs, both of them are gangs. Let's make that clear right now. Both of them are gangs. Both of them do crimes.
Yeah, drugs and violence. Both are involved in those. So
let's start with the basis of that before we can even move into the discussion. Like, even the framework of that behavior being demonized when it's a similar behavior creates for an environment where you start to be judgmental towards the people that don't look like the white gang.
Yeah, exactly.
But they both gangs.
We do the exact same things. Like, my drugs are different from your drugs, but
we doing the same thing.
You selling them.
Yeah.
I'm selling mine.
Yeah.
You kill people, I kill people. But you get away with yours, but I'm locked up for 30 years.
Mine is a legal entity.
Oh, okay.
It makes a bit of a difference with a legal entity. And mine is comprised of people like doctors, attorneys, and I have the people that do the crime too.
Oh, interesting. So you really got like a whole enterprise set up. Because you got to. With any organization, you got to have a hierarchy.
You do.
So you got to have gruntmen, gophers, I guess, people to do the dirty work.
Yeah.
Supervisors, they have supervisors, and they have managers. And,
yeah. It sounds like a gang organization to me.
Sound like or a Fortune 500.
Yeah.
One of the two.
But so let's start with the basis of that. Now we can get into the discussion: do America kill more people than gangs? Because when you start about that discussion, you then have to look at the socioeconomics of the environments of the gangs too.
My sentiment is this: in all deaths, the U.S. government is culpable. If we're talking gangs, police, in anything, because of just what we're talking about, creating environments where decisions have to be made.
Absolutely.
Tough decisions have to be
Absolutely.
made. If I understand systems well enough to implement a system in a localized area, and I know that the people or the inhabitants of this area are going to suffer, then that's a responsibility that I have.
Yeah, but it's the invisible hand. Because let me give you a small example where the government can deny responsibility because they'll just say that's just how capitalism works.
It is. Mm-hmm.
So I was so here in Little Rock, gentrification just happened. Like, look, people, I saw it 5 years ago. We call stuff what it is. If we call stuff what it is, we can move forward.
Yep.
Gentrification happened, and it's going to continue to happen off Washington Avenue.
Yeah.
Where they're going to continue to move businesses back. Dilapidated homes are going to be sold. They're going to build more bike paths. All this stuff is going to. It's already planned out.
Yeah. By
the Clinton Bridge. What you have to understand. And what people have to understand, because I talked to a police officer yesterday too. Mm-hmm. This happens, and almost in gentrification all the time. People always say, "Well, gentrification is good for the area." You're right, it's good for that area, but can the people that's in that area afford to live in that area anymore?
Right.
That's question number one. Question number two is this: when you gentrify an area, where do those people go?
Where are they going?
They go deeper into the hood. So if it's already a hood that don't have a lot of problems, it's already like stable.
Yeah.
They move deeper into that.
Yeah.
So this is what gentrification did to my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, because I always say it's a conspiracy until you meet the conspiracy.
Until you meet the conspiracy.
So this is what happened in my neighborhood. Next door to my grandma's house, it was a family lived there before. They moved out. That house became a trap house. Mm-hmm. My grandma had to call the city for 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
For them to come tear down the trap house. My neighborhood. Now, I'm not done yet though.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I talked to a police officer, and he was like, "And look, all the people from North Rock can go look at this right now, because what I'm saying is about that is on here that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
When it happens, he'll be like, dang. Yeah. But so I talked to him yesterday. He said, we finna tear this down. It's a whole casino in the hood now. It's a whole illegal casino in the hood. It wasn't there before. The place was called Buzz before it was called what it's called now. I'm gonna let y'all figure out what I'm talking about. It's called Bud's, right next to a pawn shop. The front of it looked like a storefront, and they sell like food, but in the back it's a whole casino.
Whole casino
in the hood.
Yeah,
it went there before gentrification. I'm just making observations.
Yeah.
Whenever you see gentrification, you normally see crime rates go up in the cities surrounding it that are already suffering.
Yeah.
It go up because most times the people just move back into there.
You gotta adapt.
So do we take all of them to prison because they got moved out of their house because they didn't understand the the system of capitalism?
Yeah.
So I asked myself that question. I was like, do we demonize the people that got put out of their house?
Yeah.
Or do we call stuff what it is and work with the resources and maybe be part of gentrification?
Well, I mean, I definitely think it has to be the latter. But even before that, we have to address the motivation behind it all. Mm-hmm. Is there not a better way to improve the community without vacating the homes?
Of course. Well, way better way, but not based on capitalism. You see what I'm saying? Like, now there is an organization I heard of in Alabama where they take high school students. Mm-hmm. They'll go buy houses in areas that may be about to be gentrified. I hope I'm saying this right. That's about to be gentrified.
Yeah.
And they'll buy houses in those areas and they'll teach the high school students how to build stuff. I mean,
that's crazy.
How to build, how to remodel the houses and they can move in them.
Yeah.
And then when they get done, they have a property. It's going out. It's a town in Alabama. I can't think of it right now, but I think that's the kind of like the framework for it.
Yeah.
But that's how you responsibly gentrify an area where you're not kicking out the people that have history there.
Exactly.
Like, you kicking out history.
Like, people been there for 20, 30 years.
Like, South Domain.
Yeah.
Same
been
thing.
There for generations.
And you know what's so crazy? I go there to eat.
Me too.
I go there to enjoy myself.
Me too.
But everybody can't go back there. That was kicked out.
Right. Exactly.
So I see that as being like the setup for the killings or the murders.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. And that's why I say the U.S. government is culpable. I mean, if you create the situation that, I mean, what's the law? There's some type of homicide where you didn't pull the trigger, but you set everything else up in motion.
You're talking about not conspiracy. Yes, conspiring to commit a crime. What is it called?
Not so much conspiracy to commit murder.
What is it called? I know what you're talking about. Like a it begins with an A, right?
It's I don't know. It's capital murder.
I forgot the name of it.
Me too, man.
I'm over here.
And I'm like, and this, I watch Law and Order almost every day.
Yeah, you know. We'll think about it later.
But yeah.
So that's a setup for the killing.
If you set everything else up in motion, and people die or laws get broken, you're responsible for that.
And that's why people talk about reparations so much. And see, because
what will reparations do? Right now, if the government said, all right, y'all, we got about $3 trillion. Everybody get 300 million. What? Okay, that'll never happen. Let's just say everybody get 100,000.
I think for people that know what to do with it, it'll level the playing field to a whole different. Like
but how many of us know what to do?
That's why I said for people who knows what to do with it.
But I'm saying
that will level the playing field.
I look at it like this, and I agree. Like there will be a certain segment of our demographic will take a leap forward.
Yeah.
But a good chunk are still going to be left behind.
I agree.
So I'm saying, if everybody's in the boat, we got 12 people in the boat, and 4 of us is rowing forward, but the other 8 rowing back, we ain't went nowhere.
You know what?
In the grand scheme,
I didn't know we was gonna get into this discussion about this.
We didn't know we was gonna go here.
But let me say this. If you look at the totality of things and how it is in America right now, take race out of it and look at classism, it's like that anyway.
Oh God. That's what I'm saying. Classism.
But I'm saying even amongst Caucasian and other races,
Yeah.
it's only 2 or 3 families that have all the money anyway.
Because I'm not going to say that race was never the main priority, but economics was always there.
Absolutely.
Always present.
Absolutely.
Now to a point where we're now to a point where, yeah, they can be like openly racist now, because we've been set back to such an economical standpoint where, hell, we can't do shit about it.
But I agree.
You know, we had all of those fashion lines, Gucci and Fendi. They might have been, I don't know, but you know, those major clothing lines, you know, disrespecting the black community with the blackface and the
with no recourse.
Yeah, with no recourse. People talk about boycotting it. First of all, how many Gucci shirts do you own?
First off, let's talk about boycotting. If you boycott something, you need to have something to put your money into.
Exactly.
Because your money don't go anywhere.
Exactly. Who are you?
So you have to create infrastructure, and that's the one thing Nipsey was doing, was you have to create infrastructure. You have to understand and create infrastructure.
That's exactly my point. A reparations
without infrastructure, would go back to where it came from originally.
Exactly.
I understand what you're saying.
We're not going nowhere.
But I'm saying, if you get the right people 100,000, I will be.
You get 100,000.
I may not be one of them families up them 3, but
a couple generations down the line.
But something gonna happen.
You better damn Skippy well know.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody gonna know the Rucker family.
So I'm saying that and I ain't like putting. Yeah, there's always going to be people amongst you who are not going to make it.
Yeah.
And
everybody didn't want to leave the plantation.
And the thing is, I've come to a point, and I agree with that, Lionel Ford. I agree with that completely.
Yeah, Lionel Ford. This is one of my classmates up in college. He said civil rights movement crippled us.
It's not
crippled us as the black race economically. Facts. We talked about that around Martin Luther King Day.
That's not even.
It's not
it's
even
documented.
We've gone backwards since then.
Dr. King he documented himself.
Yeah, Dr. King said,
like, hey, at the end, he's just like, yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, I've been totally saying the wrong message.
Yeah, my bad.
We about to go to the government.
We about to go to economics.
Yeah, we about to go to the government and say where our money at.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
And this one even this deep in the reparations. This was like. You had, when people say Black Wall Street, I don't think people understand how many it was.
Like,
they were everywhere. Like the big ones you know of.
Yeah.
But it was black communities who had pockets where they were working together.
Yeah, one here.
We did.
Like that.
so economics is the key, but reparations and economics are not the same thing.
They're not.
And that is where you have to divide. We have to look at this. I'm not here to tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you what to do with your money, because I don't care what you do. Like, you a grown living person, you make decisions with your money the way you want to.
Yep.
But I'm saying this, that if you put that much money in people's hands like that, it's gonna be just like they all won the lottery. And go do your research on people who win the lottery.
They go broke in 5 years, average. Broke.
Because you didn't change this first.
Like, my daddy told me this, and this was like a little life lesson I got about money. I wanted what you give kids when they do chores and stuff.
Oh,
allowance, yeah. And so he was like, all right, well, if you want an allowance, well, do this, that, and the other, and we can talk about how much you'll get. All right, cool. So I did that for a little minute, and I went back to him. I'm like, hey, I think I need a little bit more money. I'm doing all this work, yada yada blah. I ain't really seeing my money like I want to.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. He's like, let's just say you get $50 a week. Now you blow through that $50. What you think you're gonna do with $100?
Gonna blow through it.
What you think you're gonna do with $200?
You're gonna blow through it.
I'm trying to show you how to hold on to money.
Not to lose it.
Like, yeah, I could pay you $100 a week to do. Yeah, I could.
But I'm not.
But I need you to master how to master $50 first.
And then you go to the 100. But I'm saying reparations would literally do that. And if we can't keep our dollar in our community for more than 6 hours now,
that's exactly the moral
whenever
of the
reparations
story.
come.
If you can't keep the money in your pocket
if we can't circulate it now,
reparations is.
Now, I feel like reparations would be you get us